Hi everyone, welcome back to Real Patriot Patty. I'm your host Patty, and in today's video I will be filming a review of the movie Cabrini by Angel Studios. Last night on March 8th, 2024, it was International Women's Day, and I went to see the Cabrini movie in theaters. Angel Studios is the company that did the production of the amazing Sound of Freedom movie, amongst others. When I first watched The Sound of Freedom, there was a commercial for this movie Cabrini, and I couldn't wait for a whole year to be able to see it, and I finally did last night. Today, I will be doing a small review of the movie, in addition to telling you what it's about, my reflection on it, and something very special that was presented at the end. Here are some facts for you to know about Mother Cabrini directly from the Angel Studios website. Mother Cabrini's name was Francesca Xavier Cabrini. She was born in 1850 in Italy. She was the youngest of the 13 children and wanted nothing more than to join the Catholic Church. She served under the Daughters of the Sacred Heart, but she was too poor in health to join their ranks. She did not, however, let this be a setback by any means, quite the contrary. In 1880, she and 7 other sisters founded their own order, the Institute of the Missionary Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Now, she was a woman who was about to take the Vatican for the storm. She came to New York, specifically to 5 Points from the movie, but known as Manhattan. Mother Cabrini's purpose in New York was to help immigrants, Italian immigrants to be specific, and her focus was truly on children and the poor to give them hope and a future. So for my review of the movie, I truly thought that the movie was absolutely incredible. Now, Angel Studios, of course, is not Hollywood, and I appreciate that so much about them, because when you look at the movies really in Hollywood, they're all about sex or drugs or violence or guns. And don't get me wrong, you know that I support guns, but it's really heartwarming to see a movie being filmed like The Sound of Freedom and now about Mother Cabrini. The graphics and the video design and music and costumes, everything, of course, was absolutely incredible. And I cannot believe that they were able to film such a high quality movie of not having the funds and luxury that Hollywood has. Now, I personally truly loved the movie. I thought it was beautiful, showing Mother Cabrini in New York and in the conditions that she had to come into, especially being a woman, of course, especially back then within the Vatican and the Catholic Church, and truly standing her own. She was such an amazing woman for starting the orphanage, the hospital, schools, and truly changing life of children to give them hope and to give them a good life, not living in poverty. So as I was watching the movie, I was really focusing a lot on the story and truly taking all of the emotions in. But at the end, Mother Cabrini said something that really touched my heart, and I wanted to share that with you. And she said, "What kind of world do we want? And what are we willing to do to achieve it?" And that really hit home to me. It really touched my heart. And of course, these movies bring out emotions where they truly make you feel certain things because of how important they are. We were referring to the first The Sound of Freedom about sex trafficking and everything that children and young women and boys and young men go through when they are sex trafficked, to bring a light on that, to give it a important understanding. But now we are talking about, of course, in a religious Catholic perspective of Mother Cabrini, her being a saint, the good work she did. But the purpose of this movie really is to show her determination. Mother Cabrini stepped at nothing. She went above and beyond to accomplish her goal, her mission, to be there for the ones that are poor, people who are hurting, and especially children. When she said, what kind of world do we want? It really made me think for us, what kind of world do we want? And I don't mean just personally, right? Like the world we create for ourselves with, our bodies or our minds or people that we have in our life, the careers we pursue, what kind of life we want to live for ourselves. But what do we want the world to be as a whole? What kind of world do we want to live in? Do we want to live in a world full of goodness and hope, good heart, doing things for other people, selflessness, full of love and compassion and care? Or do we want to live in the world that we've been living in for the last 3 years that is full of corruption, greed, helplessness, disappointment, hurt, both financially, spiritually, whatever it may be for anyone that is watching? And the second part of what she said was, what are we willing to do to achieve it? A lot of times we want to make a change and we want to do things, but we don't know where to start. Maybe we have other things going on. We think there's more important things, which is why I wanted to start this channel. I want to be able to bring to you all the facts and knowledge and news and expose politics and teach people who maybe have been misguided and do not understand everything that is going on with the lies they're being fed and not being told the truth. But when Mother Cabrini said that, it really made me reflect on what she did. I mean, she was being told to no from everyone over and over and over again. Yet she was so determined to bring her goodness into the world, to help children, to help the poor, the ones in poverty, to truly make a change with God and the Sacred Heart of Jesus being present in her heart. I just thought it was truly beautiful. And those 2 questions she asked at the end really hit home and really touched my heart. But overall, to summarize, the movie was absolutely incredible. I recommend for everyone to watch it. Angel Studio is such a beautiful company, and they do not get the recognition, obviously, as Hollywood does, but they deserve it so much more. The Sound of Freedom was, just the first start of being a popular movie that people saw, and I absolutely think that people should see Cabrini. Of course, as a woman, I think women should see it too, but I truly think that men and children, everyone should watch this movie because it is truly so beautiful. And Mother Cabrini stopped at nothing. She was determined. She achieved her goal and so many more with having Jesus in her heart, but her hard work and determination, courage and love. So for anyone, I recommend that you all support Angel Studios. They definitely need it, and they do so much good with the money that they're given by purchasing tickets to produce more movies and more shows, which I hope they do, because if I could, I would watch them every single day. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've seen the movie and what you think about it. As always, may God bless you and God bless America. I will see you in my next episode.